And we are live! Woo! Cup Show, episode 3. There we go. That's what I want to talk about. How you doing, people? We got a lot to talk about today. A lot to talk about. I mean,
we don't have anything to talk about.
No,
there's nothing going on.
No, not like Gear 12 Plus just dropped on us, right? Not that. Not like the Yoda Rework dropped on us. It's gonna be a busy day. I mean, literally moments before. Let's make sure everyone can hear us. Everyone's saying, make sure everyone can hear us. I think everyone can hear us. They can hear me. Can you talk real quick? Make sure we're good, Cubby.
Can you hear me?
All right, we should all hear you, I believe. All right, cool.
Intro. We're getting lots more intro love.
Yeah. All right, so we should
just put that thing on loop someday. Just watch it over and over again. It's so beautiful.
I know. Just put it on loop. Just do a stream nonstop with just that intro going over and over again. Yeah. So, oh my goodness. I mean, literally moments before we started the stream, they dropped the drop of drops. Man. Okay. I think we just got to start up with this. Yoda Rework came. We're going to talk about Yoda quite a lot in this stream because we're very impressed. But what was the first thing that came to your mind when you saw Yoda Rework?
I lost it. I was sitting at dinner when we got the notification because we got it a bit early. And I was sitting there and this email came up and I just started yelling. And my whole family, I was at dinner with my whole extended family. They're like, what? Are you okay? I was like, and one of my brothers-in-law still kind of plays the game, so I couldn't say.
Yeah. Oh, so you're one of those people. You hold back from your family. Look at you, such a good person.
I signed an NDA. Like I can't tell them, but they're just like, what is it? Like, is it Galaxy Heroes related? Oh.
That was my feeling when I saw the Palpatine rework. I was at my buddy's house. And I was helping him build his new desktop PC, and all of a sudden I get the email, Palpatine Vader Rework. I was just screaming, and he's like, "What's your problem?" I'm like, "You wouldn't understand, man. You wouldn't understand.
You just don't know.
You just don't understand."
Yeah, see, you're the Empire guy, okay? I am the Jedi guy. I just have been praying for this for so long. I make daily sacrifices to Orange Jesus for some kind of Jedi love. Now, unfortunately, and we're going to talk a bit more about this, but they did clarify, Cap Gasp on Reddit clarified, there are no more Jedi reworks coming.
Yeah, not a lie.
No more reworks.
Let me show you what it was. Let me find where I put it real quick. I stored it somewhere here. All right. I don't know where my camera disappeared somewhere. Let me actually do this. This will be a lot better, actually. Let's go back here. What I want to do, so pretty much, I just found out about this moments ago, actually. We were talking, and I was like, we got to speculate on what Jedi are going to get reworked. And you're like, we can't really. And I'm like, what do you mean we can't? And then you drop this on me. I'm going to post it on the screen.
Bomb. I ruined your day.
Yeah, here we go. I'm going to post it on the screen right now. I'm just going to go ahead and read it. This is from Cap Gasp. This is pretty much, I believe, the lead event designer or something of that sort. I can't remember quite what their position is called. But they're oh yeah, there we go. It says right there, dev event designer. Right there. Donation from Mobile Gamer, $5. It says Greedo shot first. Oh my goodness. Oh, thank you for that.
Thank you, but he's preaching a lie. He's monetizing a lie.
Yeah, he's monetizing a lie. But let me just go read this real quick so I can hide it. But it says, "Hey y'all, it's cool people are excited for the Grand Master Yoda rework, and I hope the new Mythic event too. But there isn't a Jedi rework coming." And that's like, seriously? We have some absolutely amazing things coming down the pipe, but at the moment, a Jedi faction rework isn't one of them. I'm saying this now as clearly as I can because I don't want to get in a situation where everyone hypes up a Jedi rework thing and then gets mad when it doesn't materialize, aka Revan. Remember that, how that went down?
Yep.
Which let's be real, happened a few times, blah, 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 blah. As Carrie said in her post, there will be a Road Ahead blog post in July that talks about future stuff. I haven't blah, 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 blah. So they go on them being busy, and then they're like, have fun with Grandmaster Yoda. Make sure you try him in Phase 1 of the Sith Raid, which I heard is pretty good. And hope you enjoy the Mythic event. Let me go ahead and hide that away now. Like, so I was a bit bummed by that.
Now, I'm definitely, okay, let me say first of all, I'm definitely bummed by this because I wanted Anakin to be reworked. I wanted Anakin to get Zetas. I wanted Snips to get Zetas. I wanted Kit Fisto to do something more than just sit down and do nothing. I wanted Plo Koon. I wanted all of this. So we're not going to get those reworks, but never in this post does he say we're not getting new Jedi?
Yes.
So we've got characters like Shaak Ti. We've got characters like maybe some Old Republic Jedi. We just got Old Republic Sith. Maybe we'll get someone like Kyle Katarn or that kind of thing.
You know your Jedi
to balance out the Sith. But something that I said this. We were actually we just bombed Mobile Gamer stream about an hour ago. And something I said on there. So if you guys were there too, I apologize for repeating myself. But the last time we had a legendary character reworked, it was Palpatine. And the rework itself was cool. Right. He was able to do work, and Yoda's able to do work too, as we've all kind of shown. And I've been able to find ways to get him to beat Traya, which is really cool in my opinion. But I still don't feel like it's going to do that well on defense.
Yes.
But what happened after Palpatine is we got Scion, and that's what really kind of glued that team together and made it meta. Could we get a Jedi that has a similar effect? I think that would not be that far of a reach to see something like that, in my opinion. So I'm holding hope that we get a new Jedi that makes the Jedi really click.
Yes, that's what I'm. So yeah, I totally agree with you there. I think just because they said that a faction work isn't in the works, I think new stuff could be coming down the pipes. And Palpatine and Vader is a great example. And by the way, thank you for the $2 donation, Deadpool Kyle. They said there's been a hole in my heart, and it's filled now. That's great to hear. I'm glad that's the case.
Deadpool Kyle's one of my patrons. He's
is he?
Guy.
Awesome.
Thanks, Deadpool Kyle.
But yeah, they were very, with the Capital games, when they, at least 95% of the time, when they write something in public, they are very specific with how they write things. And the way they phrased it, it's obviously open to interpretation that new Jedi could be coming. It's just we don't be expecting Anakin rework, Mace Windu rework.
Yeah.
So I think like Shaak Ti, Kayandi, Bundi, I always mess up his name. Because the droid attack on the Wookiees, man. So yeah, I think we have a lot of potential there for new stuff. Or on the splash cover for Galaxy of Heroes, there's an Episode 3 Kenobi on there. I don't want to be grasping for things right now, but
you just gave me chills.
Yeah, because the Kenobi we have now, that's the Clone Wars Kenobi, the cartoon series Kenobi.
I mean, he's great. Don't get me wrong.
Of course. So I think, what if they did a legendary event for an Episode 3 Kenobi? And then you need this, because if they ever did an Anakin's Heroes Fall journey, we need Episode 3 Kenobi to kind of complete this journey. So I think that definitely could be on the table. I think we just have to wait and see. But it blows my mind a bit, because like you said, when Palpatine got a rework in Vader, they're like, yeah, they're good. They were still getting their butt kicked on defense with Jedi training Rey, CLS. Then when Scion came, it all made sense. And I was expecting the same thing for Grandmaster Yoda.
Here's the thing. You've been following this game as long as I have, right? We've been here since launch, pretty much. You're a launch player, right? Pretty close?
Yeah. I started December 2015, so a month after it started.
Oh, yeah. We started at the exact same time. I started, I think, 2 weeks after launch. And in the whole history of this game, I think it would just... Every time something like this has happened, there's been more to come with it.
Yes.
To me, it would be so strange and out of character for Capital Games to rework a character as significant as Grandmaster Yoda and have nothing else that comes with it.
That's what kind of boggles my mind, because it would have been fun to make a video on like 10 characters they can bring to the game, or like we could speculate about what if they reworked Mace Windu. And I guess it was just a bummer. I was expecting something fun, and it's not happening. But they claim from this post there's a lot coming ahead. I think in July they said they want to do their What's Ahead post. And usually that's when they like spread some interviews around for people to talk about it. That's when we learned about like Bosk and stuff way back when, after the previous What's Ahead post. So things are in the works. Hopefully it's good. I mean, I definitely find it surprising that they reworked Yoda, but no Jedi. But I mean, maybe they figured, hey, Grandmaster Yoda event is coming around. Let's at least make him better for people who are unlocking him. So I mean, it could be just as simple as that.
With the Palpatine rework, we reworked Palp and Vader, so we got two at once. Boom, boom. But then they didn't rework any other Sith, right? We just got new Sith. We got Traya, we got Scion, we got Visas Mar, who's not a Sith. But that's pretty much what came from that, right?
Right.
You following?
Yep, I'm following.
Right?
I'm following.
So I think if I were a betting man, I would bet that we have more Jedi coming. I'd put real money on it.
I'm just hoping.
Maybe I'm just being really optimistic. I don't know. Maybe you are. Or
maybe,
a 66 legendary event. Matthew says on the stream. I almost said his name, but that would have been not suitable for the children.
Yeah, for the children. Oh,
there
my
are kids
goodness.
who play this game, okay.
There are kids that play this game. Yeah, so I think we just have to wait and see. I mean, if it is Jedi stuff, I think it will be exciting nonetheless because they're so close to greatness. We're going to show footage in here in a second. So maybe we'll just save our Yoda talk for the next moment here.
Look, the fact that you can take a Jedi team and beat some of the top meta teams, that to me, I can't complain, okay? Because they've been garbage. I posted a tweet today of my Grandmaster Yoda hitting for 70,000 damage.
It's crazy. I saw one of your videos.
Praise
you did 80.
The Lord. Like, that is amazing.
Yeah, you did like
kind of damage that Yoda should be doing all along.
Didn't you get like 88,000 with Ezra too? When he well, I saw your stream or not stream video.
88,000 damage in the video I posted today with Ezra.
Yeah. It's serious stuff. It's cool that you can win, but let's just roll the footage while we talk here, because I think we're gonna kind of transition to the next thing. Let me actually go ahead and find the gameplay here. But yeah, I think there's a lot of potential here for Yoda and whatnot. We just gotta, I don't know, just gotta wait and see. I think
what I really think it comes down to is this. To me, it's like this fifth character. You've got what I have found. I did hours and hours of testing because I really wanted to find out how to make this work.
Right.
And I found that the core seemed to be Hermit Yoda with Grandmaster Yoda lead, Ezra, and General Kenobi. And then the fifth seemed pretty variable. And so I really hope there's a fifth there that makes the team a lot harder to beat on defense. But for now, I mean, as long as you can get your Hermit Yoda fast enough, which that's going to be a huge part of it, especially if you're going against Nest. Hermit Yoda has 1 point speed faster than Nest, base speed. So it's going to be close. You've got to have that faster because if Nest takes 20% turn meter off at the beginning of the battle, then it's going to be really hard to recover. But if you can get it to that point, give a turn to Grandmaster Yoda, he gains turn meter off his basic, he can do battle meditation, and then you're going to have all of that turn meter gain from Nest doing the AoE. You're in really good shape. But I mean, do you hear how many conditional scenarios I just gave?
There's a lot of conditionals,
That's not going to work on defense, so I really hope that fifth comes. We got a donation.
Yes.
The Beast RV. Hey, guys, just wondering how you would feel about an AT-AT raid and raid Chewbacca and a corresponding Emperor Episode 4 Falcon, possibly a 6-phase raid. Wow.
Woo! 6 phases. I thought 4 was enough already.
Hard pass on the 6-phase raid, first of all. Thanks for the donation, but I pass it on 6 phases of raids.
I mean, I'm trying to... I know there's actually a lot of frustration. We got the solo movie Falcon, or Lando's Falcon, before the OG Falcon. Or, well, it's not really OG. Lando's Falcon is the OG one, but the Episode 4 Falcon or whatever, Han and Chewie. We gotta wait till they release a Rebels Chewbacca before we ever get an Episode 4 Falcon. That's kind of what I mean. I think that's the kind of the main thing we need to wait for first. And in terms of an AT-AT raid, that'd be cool. I mean, I was actually surprised with territory battles, the light side territory battles. I was expecting the boss battle to be a lot more exciting, to be honest. Like, because that's an AT-ST. Yeah, I was because we got an AT-ST, not an AT-AT. And like, oh, that would have been cool, that battle in AT-AT. But you could do an AT-AT raid down the road. So I mean, that's possible.
Also, we got the AT-AT in the Ewok event too.
Yeah, right. So yeah. So, I mean, that'd be cool. That'd be definitely cool if we got that. I mean, I don't know if it's going to happen anytime soon. They got a lot of stuff on their plate. I don't know if another raid is happening. Usually it's like a raid a year that we get or something like that. But let's kind of move on a bit more. We're going to talk about our current news and events section here. And the first thing we're going to talk about is Range Trooper. That's kind of first on our list. Unfortunately, I forgot to get some pre-recorded footage. I mean, I think people are more interested in Yoda anyways right now. But what were your impressions of...
Yoda packs the punch, but for all you Trooper fans out there, I think Range Trooper seems pretty decent. He didn't blow me away, though.
No, I don't think that's his role. I don't think his role is to blow people away. I think it's mainly for... it's going to be great for the Sith raid. I haven't had a chance to test him out the Sith raid because I finally just got my test accounts in the guild. So then plus the raid was already going, so you can't participate in the raid for 24 hours or whatever, yada, yada, yada. So I'm going to test it out eventually, but I think he's got a lot of potential in Phase 2. Especially, like, because the one main thing is people don't want to use Death Trooper outside of Phase 3 of the raid. And I think this is where Range Trooper comes in, because now you don't feel as bad putting Death Trooper in Phase 3, because now your Phase 2 troopers have Range Trooper, you got the Retribution, you got the Protection regen, you got the bonus attack. You could do well. And one thing I'm really looking forward to, I don't know if you remember, but a while ago I made a video on a Gar Saxon lead in Phase 2, and it was a lot of fun. Maybe Range Trooper plays in that somewhere. Maybe he plays in there somewhere. So I think he has a lot of potential. And then apparently in Phase 4, he's good too, but I haven't tried that out yet. But I think someone did. I think DB Official maybe did it, if my memory is correct, and he got like 800,000 damage or something like that. So it's good for Phase 4.
See, here's the problem for me personally, is they released the Pimp Trooper. We should call him.
Oh, it's the Pimp Trooper. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's the proper name is Pimp Trooper here. All right.
He's all pimped out. But they released him, and then I think it was. I mean, was it in the same update we got on the test accounts, or the one very shortly after we had Hermit or the new Yoda rework?
Yeah, it's back to back.
So my attention, I was like, oh, this character looks cool. But yeah, Yoda got a rework, so that's all
exactly.
I really care about right now.
yeah.
So I think that's kind of how a lot of other people feel. It's probably a good thing that we, got the information out there about Range Trooper, so we could digest that a little bit and then hit the bomb with Hermit Yoda, or with Grandmaster Yoda. But for me, it was all at once, and so I was totally distracted.
Yeah, PWYH kind of says the same. He says he feels like a raid character only, and I mean, there's ways to make Range Trooper work. I did show clips of him beating Palpatine and Vader, which is eventually that meta will get phased out with Traya, but it does beat it. It was a very nice addition, getting all those bonus attacks back to back to back. The Retribution was so nice. I think he's just way too limited in just the Trooper faction to work like in Arena. If he gave like Retribution to all Empire allies, then we might be cooking with something here. But it's only for troopers that get the Retribution. Yes, that's
I feel like that whole faction, the way that they have designed them, is just not to work in Arena. And by the way, I have no problem with that.
Yeah,
because I feel like there is maybe a fallacy or a false expectation that new characters will do something in the Arena. If every single character that came out did something super impactful to the Arena would be a total disaster. So I'm glad that there's characters like that. And a full faction troopers, I mean, I think it also kind of makes sense canon-wise. I mean, because troopers aren't going to go up against Jedis and stand
not necessarily.
But if they're, going in these raids, well, I guess not a Sith raid, maybe not, but like the heroic tank raid. I don't know. Actually, my whole thought just kind of got blown up when I remembered that the Sith raid
they're close to being a meta team. I mean, they're a good B-grade team. They tear apart a lot of Rebel teams. They tear apart Night Sisters. With Range Troopers, Night Sisters don't stand a chance now. It's like, holy cow. They lose like before it was 30 seconds, now it's like 15 seconds with the Range Trooper. But they're close to being a meta team. If they just had something like a Mass Cleanse or Tenacity up, they are golden. It's just the problem is they get destroyed by shocks, no bonus turn meter, no buffs, dazes, destroy them, and their turn meter train relies on taking someone out first, or Colonel Star constantly feeding buffs to the team. And Palpatine teams, for example, their train is just based off constantly getting debuffs and the debuffs moving around during battle. So it takes them a little bit longer. But I think if they got a Tenacity up or Mass Cleanse, they are golden. And people are hoping for like Mud Trooper to follow up afterwards and be that character. But unfortunately, that's not going to happen. So I don't know if you guys know, this is another sad moment, but so there's no more solo content coming out with the release of the Solo movie. We're done now. Range Trooper was the last one, but they said that they could release stuff down the road in the future. So maybe like if the DVD comes out for Solo or something like that, they might release a character. So it's just don't be expecting Mud Trooper. And I saw so many comments were like, "Yes, I'm so excited for Mud Trooper," and it's like, "Oh, sorry, buddy, not gonna happen. Not gonna happen."
By the way, thanks for the donation, Edward.
Yes, thank you so much.
So to put this in perspective, how troopers are, especially on defense. I mean, there are teams that you can kind of get troopers to maybe work in the Arena on offense, but on defense in particular, I was live streaming last week. And the request came on to do General Kenobi lead with She Who Shall Not Be Named, and Jedi Counselor, Luminara, and Snips. And I steamrolled a Troopers team. With that team.
Troopers, they
with Jedi Counselor and Luminara.
Okay? They can be pretty easily beat. It's just really it's those Rebel teams and Night Sisters. Those are the ones they have down pretty well. Like Phoenix teams, Troopers really are meant for like PvE stuff in the raids, and I'm hoping to finally do some testing in Phase 2, the Sith raid. I think that's where Range Trooper is going to shine in Phase 4. Is it a character that if I would spend money, would I drop money right now on the character? Probably not. It's I mean, I haven't bought a character once, but even if I wanted to, this wouldn't be one of those characters. I'll wait. I don't think he'll be a hard battle farm. I think when he does become free to play, I can imagine Cantina, Guild Store. Not Galactic War would be beautiful, but I think they forgot about Galactic War. We haven't had a character in there in a while.
Feels like the character that was the most worth your money in a long time for a marquee. I actually had a dream the other night that I was wailing out on Nest. Like I want to wail out on that character, but I can't do it. I've got a family. I get that. That to me is the most worth it that we've had in a while.
Nest, yeah, Nest, Scion, and Talzin have been
Scion
the best.
Before that, Talzin, yes.
Yeah, I finally got Talzin to 7 stars. I feel so happy. It took a while. She came out in October.
It's a long
grind. It's a long grind.
I didn't even do it.
The 8. You haven't. Oh my gosh.
I should. I know. I've got her at gear 11. I have such a hard time with those long shard grinds. I just don't even want to start them. I'm just like,
I understand that. I mean, I have a lot to do now. I mean, but yeah, Talzin, she took a while. I mean, that's considering we had the 8 drops for the hard battles. That really helped out a lot for Talzin. Yeah. So, I'm still. Yeah, we'll get to know who you're farming later on. But I think that's the status of the character. It feels really good when you 7-star. So that was a good feeling.
Speaking of a long grind, we've got these new gear pieces that have been added.
All right, so we're bouncing around.
This is what just got bombed on us right before we started our show, a couple hours before. There's a lot to all the pieces.
I'll actually pull it up on screen actually while you talk here.
But yeah, and then some of the gear is going to be the gear that will complete these pieces is going to be exclusive to the Sith raid. So you cannot get this gear any other way than the Sith raid, the heroic version of it, I should clarify. So unless you're doing heroic Sith, you will not be able to get those gear. Now, gear 13 is not coming. Still gear 12 is just going to give those 2 pieces. But the controversy I see here, and what I'm actually, to be honest, I'm not super happy about, is we have got +6 speed added on each of those gear pieces.
Yuck.
So every single character is going to have +12 speed, and that is only limited to people who are able to do the heroic Sith raid. So anybody outside of heroic Sith who isn't doing the heroic Sith raid, but they're still competitive in their shards, they're going to be facing a 12 speed advantage on every character they're going against.
Yeah, it's rough. And I'm going to pull it up here in a second. The Android thing just crashed on me, so I got to reboot it while we talk here. But I'm going to show it. I actually have the geared 12 pieces on one of my accounts. I think I got it by accident. But I'm going to show it in a second. But it's pretty much +12 speed across the board. And just to respond to... I got this question several times in the stream. Balls Live 367. Hey, great seeing you on this stream again. What recorder am I using? It's RE20 with the Focusrite and Adobe Audition. That's what I'm using right now. All right, moving on. Coming back.
These pieces, they don't just have speed. I mean, this one on Treya, it gives her 3,050 additional health.
Yeah.
And let's see, special critical chance. What are some of the other ones? Yoda has one that gives him the same thing, and this one gives him plus 100 physical damage.
It's pretty scary.
85 physical crit chance. I mean, these are these are gonna make it. When we added the gear 12 pieces, those 3 pieces past gear 12, I felt like they were meaningful, but I didn't think they were crazy. But 12 speed plus, offense and that kind of, this to me seems pretty impactful.
Right, and actually, I think I have one of my accounts up and running, so I'll show it on the screen here in a second. Let me turn off this gameplay, fix this real quick, and yeah, but I'm gonna show it here in a moment. There we go. Much better.
Zachary Robinson says, everyone told me not to farm Yoda. I'm so glad I kept going. Way to go, dude. It felt really good for me because I had a gear 11 Yoda. I did not have him at gear 12. But as soon as they announced the rework, I bumped him to gear 12 within like an hour.
Yeah, he's when we get to the farming section, I'm working on him too. He's been at gear 11 for a while. Now I have a reason to give him the gear 12. I don't know if there's something in the future that makes him better, but I'm like, hey, he's a fun character. He's good at least. So I'll give him the gear 12.
I also Zeta'd his leadership ability.
Yeah, but I'm showing it on my screen right now.
Which was garbage before.
But I'm showing on my screen right now all the gear pieces. Like pretty much every single one of these gear 12 pieces, the gear 12 plus. So pretty much the 2 on the right.
15 physical damage.
Oh, you're cracking up on me a bit. But yeah, it's a lot of stuff. 115 physical damage plus 6 speed. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff.
That's an ouch.
And then we have this one over here, plus 2,000 health, plus 6 speed. It's some nasty stuff that's going on right now. And let me quit one of these programs.
See, I really don't mind. To me, I don't mind the offense boost. I don't mind the health boost. I don't mind a lot of those things. But the speed is where I just have a hard time because we have such a ridiculous speed meta in the arena right now where it is... I mean, how many stats are you going to drop for speed right now? How many stats are you just going to go, you know what? Like, for example, I got a plus 18 speed tenacity cross recently. Tenacity crosses, in my opinion, are pretty freaking worthless for most characters. But you know what? That's on my arena team because it's 18 speed. It's going to trump everything. And to add additional speed, I just wish that they would have done that. But
yeah,
you have to live with it.
Yeah, it's going to have to live with it. I mean, I don't know if they're going to consider changing it, but every single one of these pieces give plus 12 speed, no matter what it is. So it's pretty huge. And I mean, in theory, people who are getting those plus 6 speed mods, they're going to be competing against other people who, theoretically, who do the heroic Sith rate. So maybe not that much of a difference. I don't know. I mean, but there are some people, I'm pretty sure, in my top 15 shard that don't have a guild that can do the heroic Sith rate. So if I get those plus 12 pieces, I'll be at an advantage and they won't. So
those are the people that are going to feel this pain the most. Those guys who've been playing for a long time, they're inexperienced shards, and you've got maybe out of your top 50, maybe 30 of them are in a heroic Sith guild. Those 20 that aren't are going to be really hurting once all those guys have all those mods. And I'm in a heroic Sith guild too, you know, so I'm going to be fine. You know, I'll still get those pieces. I just really feel for those guys that, you know, because some people they're sticking out with a group they like. You know, because you have to have a really powerful guild to get into the heroic Sith category, and some people are sticking out with a group that maybe they're the most powerful. But these are their buddies, and they can't do heroic Sith, and they just cut their losses. But it widens the gap. Right.
Yeah, it's gonna widen the gap. I mean, there's been worse controversies in the past. I'm pretty sure we'll move on. We complain about something. Yeah, I'm pretty sure in the end things will move on. I mean, do I like it? No, doesn't mean I gotta enjoy it. But it's
definitely had worse things happen.
Definitely worse things will happen. Things will move on. Things will move on. By the way, I'm looking at the events. The Grandmaster's training Mythic event cover looks amazing. I don't know if you see it.
Oh my gosh, look at that! I haven't seen it either.
It's freaking amazing. I want a wallpaper. That looks so cool. I'm really excited to try that out. Comes out, looks like tomorrow-ish or more. It looks like it's a Saturday thing that's happening. It's a really cool cover.
Awesome.
So I'm really looking forward to that.
I hope they have a new map of like fighting in the Galactic Senate area.
Yeah. Oh man, that'd be so cool. That'd be very. I mean, it's a bit weird because that outfit that Sidious has in this cover, I don't think he actually wears that in the movie. He wears black when they fight, right? It's his black robe. This looks like the red one that he wears normally. I don't know. I can't tell. Anyways, so Gear 12 Plus, yeah, it's a bit of a bummer. I'm not looking forward to it. I think, life's going to go on, but it's going to suck. Getting plus 12 speed, that's like having an additional mod of the good secondary speed stat. And speed, that's the name of the game, baby. That's the name of the game. If you can't play, then get out. I don't know.
Get out of here.
Oh, man. What's next on our list here? I mean, Gear 12 Plus, we can talk about that all night.
Let's lighten it up a bit. Now, we're kind of going to lighten it up, but you'll see what I mean. But why don't you share the meme of the week?
Meme of the week. All right, let's show it.
We got a good one this week.
Oh, I forgot to hide it, so no drum roll today.
Oh, no.
No drum roll. All right.
You're just going to drag it in. It's just going to slowly come in.
Yeah, let's do that. We'll drag it in. Let's do that. Hold on. There we go.
Have it do a little bit of dance. Oh, boom. There it is.
There it is. So pretty much, what we have here, it's kind of a bit fun. You actually laughed pretty hard when you saw this. But here's our meme of the week, ladies and gentlemen. Report: Lucasfilm puts Obi-Wan film on hold after underwhelming Solo debut. Then we got a nice little Marvel quote. Did you boycott Solo? Yes. What did it cost? Everything. Oh man. I mean, we don't have to get into the whole Solo conversation again. I know a lot of people. I actually know people personally that boycotted the movie. I mean, when I actually visited in California, I met people that told me straight up, hey, I boycotted Solo. And by the way, is this title actually true? The Obi-Wan movie on hold? Is that actually true? Or is that just a made-up thing?
So it's not confirmed by Disney, to my knowledge, but there are a lot of reports that seem pretty convincing from reliable sources that indicate that Disney has put a hold on not just the Obi-Wan movie, but on any standalone movies. So they're still focusing, and the headline with that was, we are still focusing on, or we're going to focus our efforts on episode 9, which I I have a lot of feelings about this because I want as many Star Wars movies as possible, and so I get nervous when I see something like this. But you're asking about my audio. It sounds
okay.
fine.
In my headphones, you're cracking, but people, I'm just as long as people can hear you fine. That's all I care about.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay,
keep going.
Okay. Man, you threw off my groove.
I'm sorry, man. I was worried because like you're clipping in my ears.
You do that to me? No, I'm just. But anyway, so I want to have as many Star Wars movies as possible, but. I mean, even though I loved The Last Jedi, and you guys all in the chat, you call me whatever names you want because I liked Last Jedi. I don't care. I liked it. I know a lot of you didn't. That's fine. But what I will agree with everybody on is I don't like what it did.
Yes.
Because I want everyone to unanimously go, this is an amazing Star Wars movie. I don't like the controversy. Oh, I'm seeing Disney did confirm that it's on hold. So
no way. I mean, but they confirmed Boba. Like, was Obi-Wan actually confirmed? I know Boba Fett's confirmed. But
well, maybe the Obi-Wan movie is. But the report I saw wasn't that Obi-Wan was on hold. It was that standalone films were on hold.
Okay.
So that would mean Obi-Wan movie if there.
Maybe it's just a clickbait title because people want to see Obi-Wan, but it's really all standalone. Okay. That might be.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. So the reason I like it is I do want them to be just so sure that Episode 9 is an amazing movie. Because if this franchise is going to do well, the next one is going to mean a lot. But it also it kind of makes me mad because I'm like, okay, yeah, Last Jedi, maybe it wasn't a good film. I disagree, but we'll accept, that there's enough controversy there that it wasn't good. Solo was not a bad film.
I agree. It's not a bad film. No.
I think it was I think it deserved so much more than it got. And look at the two standalone films we do have for Star Wars. We got Rogue One, which in my opinion is one of the best Star Wars movies ever made.
I think so too. I love Rogue One. I did.
Solo.
There was a little controversy around that, but not that much. I don't think Solo's up there. That's where I kind of diverge from you a bit. But I mean, it's
better than all the prequels in my opinion.
Man, now we're like on opposites right now.
Okay, but you're gonna tell me right now that Solo is worse than Attack of the Clones.
Okay, all right, I'll concede to that. As long as you don't throw Episode 3 under the bus, I don't care. Episode 3
like
is my
I said,
favorite.
Episode 3 is an exception to the prequels. It's like Episode 3 is really good. I really like Revenge of the Sith. Even though it still has its cheesy moments.
I just gotta break this one. This comic cracked up. Matthew Matthewson said Rogue One made me feel like I was on crack. I feel like I understand them, but at the same time I don't. But Ken Mulford agrees with you. They're like, preach, Cubs. I mean, I definitely. Yeah. I mean, I saw Solo. I mean, look, the second we mentioned Solo, I started seeing comments saying it sucked, it was horrible. But then I saw comments that are like, I loved Solo. It was a great movie. And I mean, I'm kind of in the middle.
Good.
I was impartial to it. I didn't hate it. I didn't hate it. That's all I will say. I didn't hate it.
The reason why we're in this situation is because people hated The Last Jedi, and they took out their hate of Last Jedi on Solo.
Yes,
and that's
exactly
what's killing these standalone movies right now. And so this meme, as funny as it is, this is what happened. The boycott of Solo is what stimulated this. And if people would have just given Solo a chance,
that's really what it was. I mean, I don't know how to explain it. It's like you break up with your girlfriend. It was a bitter breakup, and then you try to date another girl of the same kind like a month later. It doesn't work like that.
Or you cheated on your girlfriend, and some people are like, no, you can't cheat on your girlfriend. Yeah. I'm over here. I'm like, no, that's fine. It was still good. It was like worth it.
It was worth it.
That's me in The Last Jedi, okay?
There wasn't enough time.
Some people say it was wrong. I say, you know what? No, but it was good, so I like it.
I mean, there just wasn't enough time between The Last Jedi and the Solo movie, and that's
another element.
There just wasn't enough time. Time mends a broken heart, as they say. And
I don't know why they did that, by the way. I remember when I saw that Solo was coming out in May, I thought that's going to be pushed back. There's no way. Yeah,
I'm surprised, too. I mean, Daniel Max is pretty positive about it. He says Solo was easily the most Star Wars film since 1983. I mean, I can see. I mean, for me, I'm not going to. I mean, we're kind of. I mean, for me, the Solo movie just. I mean, maybe this is what Star Wars is. It just felt like a Wild West movie in space, and I didn't feel that Star Warsy. I mean, but I
personally loved it.
I mean, wasn't it a bad movie?
So there were I can list off a bunch of things that I didn't love about Last Jedi, even though I still, as a whole, I really like the movie. We've been here. I'm not going to go over it again. But for Solo, there is one particular scene that I did a really big facepalm on, and that's how Han got his last name.
Yeah, we talked about this. Yeah, that was the most.
That
like,
was so ridiculous.
I heard
cheesy.
groans
Yeah,
in the
come on.
audience. I heard groans in the audience. People were like, "Oh, yeah."
When they were setting it up, I leaned over to my wife. I was, please don't give him his name this way. Please.
Oh, man.
you did.
Yeah. I mean, Imperious Gaming, personally, he said, personally, I thought it was a good film, but I didn't like that it was used to try and push certain political agenda. I agree with that. But instead of making you think about it, it beats you over the head. I mean, it was really the L3 thing that was really the only political agenda thing that I kind of felt. But it was one of those where I just rolled my eyes. I was like, yeah, whatever, move on. The Last Jedi, there definitely wasn't a lot more political agenda stuff, I think. But anyways, we can go on and on and on about the Solo movie. Overall,
yeah, you know how I feel about the politics angle, but
I see the politics angles a lot when I watch some movies. Some movies I don't see it. Like some movies I do, some movies I don't. Like Marvel movies, I don't.
I hate politics. I'm just like, I don't care.
Maybe it is. Who knows? I mean, I'm not a big political guy, but I still kind of see it a little bit. Anyways, but Solo movie, I mean, it's unfortunate that I think also the Solo being underwhelming, I think it may have had an impact on Galaxy of Heroes and why we're probably not seeing more Solo stuff. I mean, I have no numbers, I have no confirmation, no data, but I can probably assure you the prepared characters sold like crap. I can't imagine they made money. Nest, yes. I think Nest was a top-selling character. But overall, I think that also affected the game. And they're probably like, we're not making money off this. Let's move on, do something else. Yeah. Speculation. But I think that also has an impact on video games like Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes.
Yeah, look at what Lando and Han and Kira do. I mean, we put God mods on them in our test accounts and tried desperately to make them work, and we just couldn't get anything out.
Yeah, I think it was funny. I think, what's his name? Skelterix or something. He had like an in-game ad. And his video's like, you can beat a Thrawn lead. I'm like, wow, you can beat Thrawn lead. the stupidest AI leader in the game. You can beat him. I mean, I'm not making fun of the guy, but it's just like, that's really the biggest highlight. They can beat a Thrawn lead. Oh, man. So what's our next thing? So I see some people asking if we looked at the tweet of the week. We kind of skipped over it, but we can go to it real quick. You want to do our tweet of the week?
We're going to backtrack a bit on the tweet of the week. We asked on Twitter, what were your impressions of the Grandmaster Yoda rework?
All right, let's see what we have here. I don't know if you can see in the same order, but Raphael Balangaz. I don't want to farm Jedi, but having I'm guessing it says alternative to JTR and P1 of the Heroic Sith Triumvirate Raid is wonderful. Now, neither of us made videos about this yet, but I think Nukin made a video, a couple other smaller channels. I don't remember their names off the top of my head. We can maybe find it, and I'll play it in the background
Nukin
while we
made
talk.
a pretty good raid video.
Yeah,
but I think Skeltrix did, or I don't know how to say it.
I call him Skrillex.
Skrillex? There you go.
But yeah,
looks like skeleton to me every time I see it.
If you guys don't know, Yoda is a great alternative to Jedi Training Grade in Phase 1. And getting an alternative to Jedi Training Grade in Phase 1 is big news. Phase 2, we pretty much have down pat. Phase 3 is pretty much down pat. It's Phase 1 and Phase 4 that suck. And I personally avoid Phase 1 like the plague. I don't like Phase 1.
I like Phase 1 because I have a really solid Phase 1 team.
Phase 2 and Phase 3 are my money. That's my butter right there. What makes it
so notable, though, in my opinion, is Phase 1 is like only Raid Jedi training. Like, it's for these guilds trying to do Heroic Sith Raid, they've got to have Raid Jedi training, or it's just not going to happen.
Right.
Now I think Yoda doing the kind of damage he's doing, it looks to me like there may be a viable alternative to guilds who don't have Raid Jedi training. They can farm Yoda more. And that to me is good. Very good.
Yeah, I definitely agree there. I think it definitely opens up things. I mean, I think it's like Yoda, Visa, Smar. It's an odd lineup. Not a lot of people have Visa, Smar yet. So that might be the hindrance right there. By the way, thank you, The Beast RV, for the $5. They said, thanks for what you do. I run 4 accounts. Oh, God bless you. And the only other ship I want is the red. Oh, I can't tell. It looks like it's a typo. Red 2PS. I don't know if that's maybe I'm just stupid. My war teams have stopped, but both Arnold and Mobile Gamer during the races. Oh, thank you so much. I'm glad you're enjoying the videos. Thank you so much. But anyways, oh yeah, and by the way, I don't want to rehash TLJ stuff, but Rahul327, and they're like, the humor in the Last Jedi was bad. I agree with that. The humor in the Last Jedi was horrible. I'm bouncing around, but I had to pick that up.
Like the prank phone call.
Oh, the prank phone call. It's like, oh, you feel that? You feel that? It's the. It's like, oh, it's the Force.
I see. I have to agree.
Oh, so bad. Okay.
Even though I like the movie, I agree with a lot of criticisms. Okay, check this out. At Mini Dobbsy says, hashtag Cup Show, my thoughts are the meta in this game doesn't exist anymore with changes like this. They are constantly bringing out new tunes that are changing the game and defeat the meta. How can it be called this when it's constantly being defeated by many teams that they rework? I'm not sure if I agree that this is an issue. Now, tell me what you think about this. But first of all, to me, this is not breaking the meta. This is a counter and something that works against the meta. But I feel like the meta is still pretty firmly intact in favor of Sith right now.
I think so too. I mean, I'll roll the footage again, but I think there was a battle I left in there that showed Yoda getting destroyed on defense. Yoda, there's a lot of teams that can beat Palpatine when they're on the offensive. Not a problem. Yes. It's defense where they can get blown away. And I mean, this is another thing. I mean, we talked about this already. When Palpatine and Vader got reworked, they were great on offense, but got destroyed on defense. And then they released Cyan, and they were great on both sides of the playing field. And but yeah, I have to disagree a little bit with Matthew. It does beat the meta, but it's not going to hold in arena on defense that well. I think so. I can agree with you there. Slightly disagree. So I don't think there's too much to worry about, but it all depends on what they're going to do in the future. That's really what the main thing.
But they do need to be careful, because if you shift things too fast, and this is something I'll concede, like if you just got Traya and they rework Yoda and then we get a new OP Jedi and now Traya is worthless, how pissed would you be?
Oh, I'd be very. I mean, Traya is here to stay. I talked about this in videos, maybe on a stream with you. Palpatine's just a temporary Band-Aid to make Sith good in arena, like Maul was. He's not the everlasting permanent change for Sith. That's where Traya comes in. Traya has the everlasting lead for the Sith. Because
look at General Kenobi and Han. I mean, those are our other two raid characters. Yep. I mean, those guys are still super viable.
Yep. Very viable. That's what they want. They want a raid character to have everlasting appeal. And so for you Sith lovers, you're in a good spot for a very long time, I think. Right now, we don't have anything that truly counters Traya. I mean, you can beat Traya. When you beat her, it's not an easy win, but you can beat her. I think, you made a video about beating Traya with Yoda, and then I'm doing one for tomorrow, and you can win, but it's not a pretty win by any means. So it's not going to beat the meta, but it's not going to win on defense, but you can beat it. And it's they're just missing something to truly take over the meta. It's a start, and we just have to wait and see. Martin Stegel, I haven't had it yet. Are we behind in the UK? I don't have any updates. So because that's an old comment. Pretty much the update's live now, but it wasn't for a while.
You got it now, baby.
Yeah, you got it now, baby. Fabian Brands, I think the rework of GMY is great, but the Jedi need a complete faction rework. Yep. Maybe adding things like Kai Adi Mundi. There we go, I got it. Shakti, Young Anakin, or Jedi Luke. Yeah, there's a lot that they can do. And
that reminds me of a meme I posted just the other day where it was Kai Adamundi. I'm not sure if I'm even saying it. It was saying, what about the Jedi rework in Star Wars Galaxy Heroes?
Exactly. And it's sad. We already broke the news earlier. There won't be a Jedi faction rework, at least now. So that's, new characters is possible. Shakti, Kai Adamundi, Young Anakin, Jedi Luke. I don't know if they're going to go for Jedi Luke. That's really iconic, but maybe they could. I don't know.
Jedi Luke is a trump card. I mean, that's like...
Yeah.
I think they're saving that one for...
Yeah. Oh, by the way, thank you to Beast RV. They're mad at themselves. They misspelled the Luke ship, and I was like, I don't know what that says. They meant to say Red 5 Luke's X-Wing. That's what they were trying to say. Yeah, I'm surprised we don't have a Luke ship yet, but we actually didn't talk about the ship stuff either. That's something we probably talk about real quick before we take off here.
Oh, true.
Yeah, because I haven't tried anything else to the new fleet battle table. And then lastly, we have Tyler Beals that we want to talk about. There's probably more comments, but these are kind of the big ones here. I really actually like it. I'm happy they are trying to make the Jedi viable and competitive in multiple places. I'm hoping this is the beginning of a greater adventure, whether it's more Clone Wars or Return of the Jedi. And I agree. I think it's fun. I mean, the last time I used a full Jedi team, it's like, oh man, a long time ago. And seeing Ezra do 80,000, Yoda do 50,000, and Anakin doing 40,000 AoEs, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. So it's great to see that, and I think more is to come. I can't imagine they want to make money off this somehow. I mean, I don't want to sound skeptical, but anytime I see stuff like this, I always look at, all right, they're following the money. There's money to be made here, and they probably are going to look for a way to make money off a Jedi thing. Because like if they release the good OP Jedi, they're going to be just swimming in money.
I'm going to have a problem here because I am like a total helpless sucker for Jedi, and if they release a marquee character who's good enough for Jedi, Oh man, I would be on my hands and knees in front of my wife.
That'd be tough for you. That'd be tough for you. That'd be really tough for you. And thank you for the donation to Stickman582, $2. Thank you so much. Oh! Exclamation mark. What about Iden Versio from Battlefront 2? I don't know if we're ever going to see an Iden Versio. I was expecting...
It would be interesting if we had those kind of crossover characters from Battlefront to SWGoH. I wouldn't mind it.
They did it for Magma. I mean, they did it for Magma Trooper. When Magma Trooper came out, it was to promote Battlefront 1, and that game epically failed.
That's a good point.
Yeah, but
okay. Yeah, I
mean, it's possible, but they didn't.
Let's hold out.
They didn't do much for Battlefront 2. And I mean, I was surprised Iden Versio, she could have had Empire Synergy, but we kind of know how that, yeah, I don't want to spoil it.
Well, no, you know what? Spoilers are, we're well past the statute of limitations.
Yeah, the statute of limitations, yeah. So, yeah, Iden Versio, she's kind of, she's
literally the most cheesy part of Battlefront 2.
Yeah, whatever happened to, we're going to make a campaign focused on the Empire.
Character. We're gonna see this from the Empire's perspective. 2 levels and we're rebels.
Oh my! I don't want to get into that. That's a whole other story. Zachary Robinson, thank you for the $2. I'd like to see Rebels Plo Koon. Was Plo Koon?
I mean, I feel like we got Rebels Plo Koon. Maybe, maybe not.
Wait. We're thinking about the same Plo Koon. He died in episode 3. How was he a Rebels?
Oh, Rebel. See, I'm thinking Clone Wars Plo Koon when I saw.
Yeah, Clone Wars Plo Koon. Maybe it was a misspell. I don't know.
That might be what he means.
Maybe, yeah, because I
haven't seen all of Rebels. Did he somehow survive? Because I'm pretty sure I watched him die.
In episode 3, I believe he got killed in a starfighter by the other trooper. Yes, I don't know if he survived. I'm gonna read the comments and see if
he
maybe
used the Force to heal himself. He wasn't in Rebels.
I'm reading.
He died in a ship. Okay.
Yeah, people are saying he died. He dead. Steven Jake says he's
Plo
dead.
Boom.
Yeah, Plo Boom.
Too soon. Too soon.
Oh my goodness, that's funny. Yes, I don't know if we're gonna get a Rebels Plo Koon, but maybe a Plo Koon rework. That'd be nice. People wanted to see him for an anti-Maul thing because he had that anti-stealth thing. Never really happened. Maybe one day. Pong Krell.
Awesome. We got so many Jedi that are so awesome and they suck.
Yeah.
I mean, Plo Koon's garbage. Mace is garbage.
Mace is horrible.
Garbage.
I did a live stream with him today. People are like, put Mace Windu in. And then, Mace Windu took only 2 turns in the battle. Slow as molasses. And he never got exposed off. It's like, wow.
I am doing a tournament pretty soon. I'll give you guys a spoiler. I haven't announced this yet. But for those here, I'll give
you heard it here. You heard it here.
Here in a couple weeks. I was actually going to do it this week, but it got pushed back because I've got a family thing going on. But I'm going to do a worst characters in Galaxy of Heroes tournament.
Oh, yeah, you said it on Twitter, I think, right? Yeah.
1v1.
Powell's going to win.
Do a bracket just like we did for that bracket challenge we did.
Yeah.
Only the character that loses will advance. And so we're going to find out who the worst one is. And Mace is on the list.
Mace is on the list. Yeah, I mean, my first Game of Hacks video, it wasn't as structured what you do, but we just kind of threw the worst characters at each other, and Powell was the worst on our video. I wonder if you get the same. Well, also it was at level 1, gear 1. That's like the battles. We only did level 1 gear 1.
Yeah,
so I mean, I'm curious. Maxed out. I want to see what it's like maxed out. I wonder if Powell can win the tournament right there. That'd be kind of fun to see. And Santos, thanks for the $2. IDC, I don't care. I want Anakin great. You ? I mean. He's
the chosen one.
He's the chosen one, and
he can kind of work. I mean, I want to.
Not
terrible. He's got the healing immunity. He's got the buff immunity on his basic, which is very.
Let me see if I have a clip somewhere here on my computer where I recorded it off my live stream today. He got 40,000 plus on his AOE.
See, that's attractive.
Yeah, let me find it. I mean, don't mind the technical, me trying to do all this stuff on the fly.
He needs a Zeta, though, and I think he needs his own buff.
Yeah, let me find the clip.
He should be so much better than he is.
Yeah, he should be way better. Let's see. He's decent. I mean, what he needs, first of all, is some way to, instead of waiting before someone gets below 50% health, he needs something where he can work, like if someone falls below 100% health, then he does his thing. But yeah, instead it's definitely weak in some regards. Oh, here it is. I might be able to pull it up here. Here we go.
All right. We're asking for robot legs, Maul.
Robot legs, Maul. I'm gonna cover me up real quick. I'm gonna cover something.
In Solo, when they saw the robot legs,
here, hold on.
Immediately knew what was coming.
Oh yeah. I know that was. Watch this. Here we go. It's gonna do AOE. Hold on, you're not gonna see it in real time, but I'm about to do it.
I'm gonna be nice and delayed.
40,000 damage. Holy cow! I was going crazy on that, and it's like it was. I'm playing it again. Hold on.
It's coming up for me right now.
Yeah, you'll see it here. Boom! 40,000 damage.
So Yoda's about to do battle meditation.
Yeah,
for
let me know what your reactions are to that.
There he goes. Now he's going. There we go. Oh!
See, Anakin's pretty good. I don't think he's horrible right now. Obviously, he's not the best character, but you can make it work.
I'm really happy that you got him to work though, because when I tried him, it wasn't as effective.
Yeah, it was. I consistently got 20,000 damage on Yoda's AoE. Let's actually just put on some gameplay while we talk here. Where did I put it? But yeah, I consistently got 20,000 on his AoE, which is pretty decent. Right. There we go. So then, like in some situations, I don't even know how we started this conversation here. I think the donation. But yeah, like I consistently got 20,000 AoE, like without any problem. But then when someone falls below 50% health, Anakin's unique kicks in. He gets 100% Terminator, extra offense, and if he has offense up, the crit damage up from Yoda's leadership, boom, he just does a huge, massive AoE damage. So that was really, really cool to see. I mean, it's unfortunate it happened on the live stream and not during a video, but I'm gonna show them my video tomorrow just as a quick like glimpse. Like he has potential, but yeah, he needs like either a Zeta or just a minor rework to just make him good. Not a complete rework. I think he's a good.
He needs a Zeta.
He needs a Zeta. He's like 3 out of 5 right now, I think. He's not a horrible character, but he's not the best character in the game. At one point, he was pretty darn good.
He's got, just add a couple things to him, and he could go from mediocre to pretty dang good. Pretty fast.
Pretty fast, yeah. So that's so Anakin, yeah, I think he will definitely get something in the future. I was hoping it was going to be soon, but it's not going to be soon, unfortunately. That's not going to happen. But yeah, let's see. What else do we have here? We talked about, the ships. You want to talk about ships real quick? I don't know if there's much to talk about right now. I know mobile gamers.
This whole new table. We've got new energy. We've got stuff. I heard. I haven't looked at it quite yet, but I heard that we even have a Dark Scion availability.
No way.
If I remember right.
No way. I have to. Yeah, I know mobile gamer did. What's it called? Did it on his stream. He was going through the battles on his main account, and I saw like you can get like the Slave 1 on there.
Right.
Not sure if some what's it called, reinforcement abilities. But it's pretty much like, it's just like a dark side, light side battle thing.
Really? 4D. You can get Scion. So now we've got 2 nodes where you can farm Dark Scion.
Anything else good on there?
That's positive.
Was there anything else good on there?
I think there's some other things. I haven't had a chance to look at all of it yet. I've just kind of been autoing through it all.
Yeah, I was considering, kind of just streaming it, doing it with let's just kind of playing with other people. Maybe not today, it's getting late. But yeah, I think there's a lot of cool, that's cool that they have Scion. I was hoping maybe, some other stuff on there, but now they can we have more locations to farm things now, at least.
Right.
There's gear on there as well, I believe too, right?
Yep, there's gear.
But I don't think it's going to be a main place to farm gear. It's just like a light side and dark side hard battle. You don't really farm gear in there. You're mainly just farming the characters or ships on there for the most part. But that's cool. Scion. That actually motivates me to like do it tonight. I want to get the 4D as fast as possible. So that's really, really cool. So that's really it for the ship thing. No new ships with it. We already kind of talked about the ships update.
I thought we'd get a little bit more, to be honest, when they unveiled.
I don't know why it got delayed so much. I mean, that's nothing like. Maybe they're just
been an interesting animal in this game.
It's like we got that question.
It's like the cursed game mode.
Yeah. It's like on my stream earlier today, someone left a question saying, hey, do you think we'll ever get land vehicles? I'm like, let them master ships first before we start getting land vehicles. Land vehicles can be totally possible, but the ships, they need... I mean, Ships 2.0 came out. We already talked about it. We're not going to maybe talk too much about it. I mean, we can give an update on what our opinions on are, but I still don't really care for ships that much. I feel just the same as before. I don't hate it more. I don't really love it more. I don't know what it is. I'm just not into it as much. Maybe it's just because I'm not as emotionally attached to ships as I am to characters, maybe. Yes. That could be it. That just could be it.
I mean, isn't that a big part of the appeal to Galaxy of Heroes for you? I mean,
that's really it. If this was Galaxy of like
lore behind the characters and shit. Now there are people like, I mean, if Eckhart's Ladder was playing this game, for example, for those of you who follow him, he's like always doing these amazing ships videos.
Yeah.
Ships would probably be his jam because that's what really makes him tick. But for me, it's all about the characters in Star Wars. So maybe that kind of I think it's both a little bit of a still game mode inherently, but also a bit just less nostalgic, I guess, for me.
Yeah, I think that's what it is, really. I mean, that might be the thing. And I mean, I at least try to make top 50, which is very easy. I like, it's fun. I don't even move. I just sit at 48 all day. Yeah, I could get to number 1 if I wanted to.
I do nothing.
I could. I mean, it's 50 free crystals. I'm like, all right, I'll just at least make sure I'm top 50.
Right.
But yeah, I'm not. Maybe it's just that's part of it. Maybe they're not needed for like. I mean, I have a lot of ships farmed. I mean, I made sure I farmed them in case there's ever a raid or something. But I'm just not emotionally attached to ships at all, and that's probably my number one. My number one concern. And then also, maybe I'm just trying to think. Maybe I mean, Zetas are attached to it, but I don't know. I just don't know what it will take for me to like ships more. And maybe more crystal. I don't know. I think more people would be interested in if they made crystals go all the way down to the 1,000 ranks. People would be happy about that at least. But we have a donation from it was from a while ago. Zachary Robinson.
It's Dodger.
Oh, we also have Dodger too. But Zachary Robinson was before. Yeah. He said, look up Plo Koon yellow lightsaber and Force lightning. I'm looking at it now. The forbidden force power. What am I? I see pictures of it, but let's see. Is there something in particular? I'm Googling it right now, trying to see if what they're talking about. Is this maybe something tied to the Rebels thing? I don't know. Maybe it's his force power. Maybe they're just trying to tell me that Plo Koon has more force powers that we can try out. Oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, there's some screenshots of Plo Koon doing some crazy force power stuff. Let me see if I can pull it up on my screen. Probably not. All right. Well, yeah. If you guys look up Plo Koon, yellow saber, and Force lightning, there's some pictures of him with doing some what Palpatine does, but with yellow lightning. So it's kind of interesting. So I don't know if that's canon. I don't know if it's canon, but maybe it is.
I feel like it's not. But maybe.
Yeah, maybe. We have a donation from It's Dodger. Stormtrooper Luke to pair with ST Han. They would have great synergy. I'm honestly surprised it wasn't a thing since the beginning. I'm actually kind of surprised, too, that there wasn't a Stormtrooper Luke. And I don't know. Well, they could do a Stormtrooper Luke, but I can't imagine we're going to get a Stormtrooper Luke. I think we're kind of past that boat. I mean, unless they remaster the movie or something, I don't know. But I mean, I can see it.
I mean, I'll take any version of Luke they can give me.
I think they want to. I think the Lukes going forward, they want to be super iconic. Old man Luke, ROTJ Luke. I don't know.
I want old man Luke. That's I want him to be able to freaking force project to the other side.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. Kind of like a grand Hermit Yoda type of thing.
Or maybe he force projects to somebody and confuses them somehow instead of dealing damage.
Maybe
because he's not technically there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. There's probably, I mean, they can make him into a taunter.
Lot of possibilities.
There's a lot. We talked about this.
I've always wanted to make it so. I've always wanted some kind of debuff where an enemy, when they attack, they end up doing damage to their own team. So maybe
that'd be interesting. Oh, you know what we should have done for the meme of the week? I saw you share this. It's you see Kenobi on what's that planet? The salty planet in The Last Jedi, and you see yeah, and then Kylo Ren's like, I want you to hit him with everything you got. And they're firing Carbantis at General Kenobi, and then like he's piled up with Carbantis, and he just like shakes it off. Like that should have been the meme of the week.
I forgot. Let me see if I can find that. I'll send it to you.
Yes, I'll put it on the stream. I think that was kind of funny. But yeah, overall, I mean, ships, they need a lot of work. And by the way, thank you, Yankee, for the $1. Thank you so much for that. Let me read some of the chat. You guys are kind of going crazy in the chat. Brian Reardon, that thing I talked about, I guess that Force Lightning is called Electric Judgment. I saw that terminology when I was quickly scrolling through, and apparently it's canon, according to them. So maybe. So maybe that's that's kind of cool. I mean, if they reworked Plo Koon, I mean, I don't remember seeing it. Maybe it was in the game or show. I don't remember seeing it in the Clone Wars TV show or Episode 3. So it might be some comic book thing, perhaps, that he did that. Fran Fanning, Cubs fan Han, tell Arnold T101 that I'm a huge fan of his channel as well. Make sure you read this. I see it.
Hey, how about you tell yourself, Chris?
Yeah, tell myself. So Darth Plagueis the Wise. The Darth Plagueis the Wise. That's some good authority right there. They said it's not canon. I don't know. I don't know if it's canon or not, but it's cool.
There's
I would
always
love to see
a debate on this, and you've got. I mean, there's some lore experts out there. I wouldn't say I'm a lore expert. I love Star Wars a lot, and I know a good amount about it. But yeah, when it comes to the deep catacombs of what's canon and what's not, I'm not sure if I have a firm grip on that.
And we also have a $1 donation from this. Somehow got hidden. I'm gonna make it post up again. Achilles, I'm probably butchering the name. They say there's a question. 1, what faction do you want Gear 12 Plus to benefit the most, bring back to life? And do you consider Zetas a rework? I consider Zetas to be a rework. I mean, they definitely add a new element, a new layer to the character. And what faction do you want G12 Plus to benefit? I don't think So here's the thing with G12 Plus. It's kind of a flat bonus for everyone. Everyone's getting plus 12 speed.
It benefits everybody equally that can get it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I think I don't think that's not gonna make or break a faction. It's like I remember when Gear 12 came out, people were like, "Oh my God, Grievous gets plus 6 speed," and I'm like, "So does everyone else." You know, it's like something like that. Or no, when the Mark 6 thermal detonators came out, that's the thing that adds the plus 6 speed. I can't remember. Right. I think that came out for Gear 12. I can't remember when that came out, but I remember everyone got one of those pretty much. Like they're like, "Oh, Maul got plus 12 speed," but I'm like, "Yes, but everyone else got a speed increase as well." So yeah, I don't think this is going to this Gear 12 Plus isn't going to make factions come to life. I mean, it'll make your characters better.
I found the meme.
You found the meme? All right, drop it for me. We'll go ahead and post it.
You're gonna have to zoom. It's like one of those really long.
Oh my gosh, you're gonna make me. I gotta scroll.
So you're gonna have to scroll through it.
Oh my goodness! All right. Let me.
For anyone who's farmed General Kenobi, this is freaking hilarious.
Oh my gosh! All right, yeah. So General Kenobi. Legend calls them General Carbantes. Let's see. I'm gonna put this on my desktop. Let's go over to
Carbantes. I think it is.
Oh my gosh, it's crazy. It's horrible. All right, let's see. We're gonna go to our meme of the week. Let me go pop this meme in real quick. It's gonna. I'm gonna do some hardcore zooming. Oh yeah, that's tiny. That is tiny. All right, here we go. It's a frame by frame thing, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God, it's all like distorted right now. I'll read it out. I can kind of read it. I don't know if you guys can see it well in the stream. But let's see. The first one, this is a reenactment of The Last Jedi.
Can you maximize it?
If I maximize, it's gonna be even more distorted. Yeah. There we go.
I'm delayed. Oh, you can't read it.
Yeah, but I'll read it off. First scene says, "I want every piece of gear we have on that tune," and then you see Kenobi, and then you get the scene where they start firing Carbantes at Kenobi, and then they pile up. More! Then it's like, more! And then they keep piling up more Carbantes. And then he's like, more!
He flicks them off.
And then it's even bigger. And then finally, then Hux is like, that's enough. And then you got Kenobi just brushing off the Carbantes. And it says like Gear 7 or something like that, right? It says like Gear 7.
Yeah,
or Gear 8.
Yeah, he's at Gear 8.
And then you just see Kylo Ren's face at the end. Oh, that's a good meme. Too bad it's such a low quality soundtrack right there. But oh man, that was funny. Oh man,
whoever came up with that.
That was a great meme. Man, I mean, other than that, I'm trying to think what else we talk about. One thing we did, we cut out the testing. The test account request on this stream. This is more of just a talk show thing. So if you want to see test account requests,
do that on our individual streams,
we do it on individual streams. Yeah. So
what we do need to discuss is what we're currently farming.
Yes.
We've
what are you
had
farming?
A lot changed.
Yes.
And so I've got mine pulled up. I can go first.
Yeah, go ahead and do that. I'm going to pull up mine as we talk here. So, yeah, the last thing we do on these streams is who you farming, because as big updates hit us, we sometimes change our farming habits a little bit. Yep. And the Beast RV, thank you for the $2 donation. Jabba was special for all contracts. I mean, this is something we talked about in a video way back when. It was like 15 characters we want to see or something like that. And Jabba was on there. It would be so cool getting a crime overlord that combines both bounty hunters as well as, scoundrels. Because he was the crime overlord, so it'd be great to see something like that. Yeah, the Beast RV, very cool idea. Hopefully they add it one day. It would just be a pure support character. I can't imagine him being an attacker or anything like that. Do you want to go first?
We speculated about that once in a video.
Right, that's what I was saying. Yeah, this is way back when we did like 15 characters we want to see in Galaxy of Heroes, and it was a pretty good video.
Good old Maurice with the $2 donation. Thanks, good old Maurice.
Yeah, he's reminding me to do my territory battles. I'm actually really bad. The second phase, I didn't do anything. I completely forgot about
funny.
it. I was so busy.
One of my guild
Thanks,
officers comes on my stream sometimes and tells me to do stuff in territory battles.
Yeah, earlier today, my guild leader was like, get into the AAT raid. I'm like, all right, and I forgot to do it. Yeah. Anyways, so who are you farming? We'll start off with you, then we'll do me.
I can't show you on the screen right now, but my favorites are as follows: Commander Luke, Grandmaster Yoda, General Kenobi, Hermit Yoda, and Ezra Bridger. And so that team that I showed you guys, I'm a firm believer in it, and I want to run it, even though I am confident that I will fall hard on defense. I have principle, and I have to stick to them.
I mean, I don't blame you. I mean, that's kind of how I feel. Like, right now is a Sith meta, and there's this, like, right now I kind of just do whatever I want. Like, for, like, a week I was using General Grievous in Arena, It did horribly on defense, by the way. People were like, oh my god, Grievous. And I went like from 10 to like 100 in the same day. So I was like, you know, I like Grievous, but maybe I'll take him out a little bit. But then I did like...
maybe I'm done with this.
Yeah, like
See,
full Empire
I've seen
teams.
It work. I know it can at least work on offense.
Yes.
Maybe I'll try to keep my Sith in on defense. But I just want to run it so bad. The big problem is I don't have enough Zetas right now. Let's see. I've got 2 on Commander Luke. I've got 2 on Grandmaster Yoda because I did give him that. Obviously, GK doesn't have any. Hermit Yoda I don't have any on, and Ezra I don't flourish. Zeta. So I feel like to get that really humming, I do feel like I'm going to need to have a Zeta on flourish and at least one of them on Hermit Yoda. But I've got them all at gear 12 except for Ezra Bridger. So I'm blitzing Ezra to take him to gear 12, and I'm hoping I can put them in here in the next week or 2.
Yeah, I think Ezra Bridger gear 12 is not a bad investment at all now. I mean, I have my gear 11 because he was the best Phoenix character, and he helped me get the Thrawn event done when everyone else was like gear 6 or something like that. Maybe not gear 6, like gear 7, gear 8. But yeah, he's a good one to pick up now, especially after all the testing we've done. Hey, Cubs fan Han, tell Otto T1 that I tweeted something for you. I followed Otto T1 on Twitter. I know. It's
Why
like,
are you telling me to tell you?
I know, because maybe you're paying attention to chat more. I don't know. Let me switch over to what I'm doing. I'll have to check afterwards. I'm not sure. Maybe you can go on Twitter and see if they tweeted something at me. Maybe I'll show it on the stream. But what I'm doing, let me hide the gameplay real quick. We don't need gameplay showing right now. Where's the gameplay thing? Oh, there we go. Turn that off. So this is my account right now that we're looking at, not my test account. And so I have Yoda bookmarked, and he is 3 out of 6 towards gear 12. He needs a lot of golden eyeballs. That's the thing that takes the longest time for him. And more. And then this one I should get soon. I'm hoping my guild can spot me on getting all these blue thermal detonators. Cameron Power, by the way, said, thank you for $2. Battle of Geonosia's TB. You guys are great together. Thank you so much. And yeah,
that would be sweet.
I think that could happen. I mean, they already have the territory. I mean, we were diverging, but yeah, they already have the territory battles thing set. They just got to reskin it, add different bosses and characters. That can totally happen. I think if we ever did get a Clone Wars thing going on Separatists, I could totally see them adding that.
I would love a territory battles where it's neutral. You can do light or dark.
That'd be interesting. I don't know what it would be, but I could see something like that happening. I just don't know what the map would be like. Mother Taliesin, I got her to 7 stars. Very excited about that. Let's see, she came out in October, so that's November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June. So that was, how many fingers is that? That's an 8-month farm right there. Yeah, I lost track of my fingers right there. So that was an 8-month farm.
101.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I can count. That's very nice. So it's so funny how long these things take to farm, but we play the game so long, time flies. Forever. I don't really... When a new marquee character comes out that I like, I just kind of like pretend they don't exist yet, and I just, you know, because it takes a while to farm them. So I'm happy about that. It's
hard to do that with, though. I mean, look at Scion. You just couldn't.
Yeah, Scion. Yeah, that's a hard one. But yeah, so I'm gonna get her to gear 12 eventually. Very good character overall. I'm farming Darth Scion. He's at 5 stars right now. Zombie should be at 7 stars soon. Marauder, because I'm like, yeah, I got nothing much to farm on Cantina, so I'm gonna farm Sith Marauder. Wicket and Visa Smart are my bookmark for farming. So those are all pretty much long grind stuff except for Sith Marauder. Other than that, in terms of gearing, Hermit Yoda or Grandmaster Yoda is the only one on my to-do list. And you'll like this one. Remember my punishment I got from Warrior for the Zeta? He made me do the horrible Zeta investment of Cornered Beast.
Did you say punishment?
It's a punishment.
I'm a bit concerned about the use of that word. I'm not sure if you understand what it means.
Yeah. Well, anyways, I made use of the Zeta. He made me Zeta Cornered Beast because I lost. I'm not sure whose challenge it was that I lost in. I think it was Mobile Gamers Challenge. I lost horribly, and I took Wampa all the way to gear 12 just this past week. So I was like,
we could have given you.
No.
It would have been magnificent. No. Other than that,
I'm actually not gearing up too much. There's my cup. I never took him to gear 12 because I lost by a few pieces. So he's close to gear 12. I just need gold pieces, but those are going to Yoda now. So my gear 12 cup is sailed. My first order project, I think I'm kind of done for the time being. I got the main. I kind of got the main to gear 12. I got Kylo Ren on Mass, First Order Stormtrooper, Fustapa, Panda, and FOTP to gear 12. And I have pretty much all the Zetas except for Captain Phasma Zeta and TIE Pilot Zeta.
So I think look at First Order team. In First Order, let me tell you, They can. I actually have a video coming out here pretty soon where I take first order against a Traya team, and you can win.
Yeah, they have some good stuff. I mean, I think they're going to get better down the road, which is kind of why I invested in them. They're great for territory battles, territory war is great on defense, gives some people trouble, and I don't even have them modded up that well. It's just like random mods on them. Kylo Ren, I got to get him to gear 12, but that's probably gonna sit on standby for a little bit here. Mr. Toast says I should gear up Boba Fett. Yeah, I probably should. He's been every time he gets reworked, I still never geared him up.
Every time. How many times have we reworked Boba now?
It's already we already have Boba Fett 3.0 now. So but yeah, other than that, I don't quite know what else to chase after gear wise. I'm kind of waiting to see how the tide goes with the future. I'm hoping some new Jedi come out. Maybe that'll motivate me to gear things up. But right now, it's mainly just Yoda, and I don't know what to do afterwards. So we're just going to kind of have to sit back, wait and see. Pretty much Grandmaster Yoda and Mother Talzin are on my to-do list. And then, of course, I have my Empire project. I was working on getting everyone the Gear 12 pieces. I was doing pretty well. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got 8 Empire characters that have all the Gear 12, the original 3 Gear 12 pieces. Now they bumped it up, so now that project is kind of tossed in the trash. So that's the other thing I do on the side.
Look,
I kind of gear them up.
Marauder, though. I'm concerned about your Marauder. That character's better than people give him credit for.
He's only at 5 stars. I have no use for him right now. Maybe when he's 7 stars, I'll put him up a bit. Let's see.
Every time I test him out, I'm like, I forget how good this dude.
Yeah. Oh, people are saying I should gear up Asajj. Yeah, probably. Asajj is gear 11 at least. She's a good one to get the gear 12. I don't have any Zetas on her, so that's probably the reason why I never got her. That's a Zeta I know. I keep recommending people get her Zeta. I just never do it because I decide to dump my Zetas in First Order and Empire.
Such a hypocrite.
I know. See, here's the thing. I give people good advice, but I don't follow my advice. Like, I know people, some people hate. I remember seeing comments in other videos like, Arnold's stupid. He's wasting resources on Empire. It's like, I don't care. I want to have fun. I want to farm things I enjoy having fun with. That's part of the game. If I'm always trying to be...
ways to play this game.
Yeah.
There's an idealistic way to play the game, and I think in our videos we try to preach that, this is going to be the best route to the most success possible. But ultimately, I am always going to be a proponent of, you know what, this is for fun. This is to enjoy your fandom. And so if you, like me, if I'm going for Jedi, even though I don't know if I can fully endorse them yet just because of the defensive component, but because they're going to work, I am blitzing them. Yeah. And I'm going to do so shamelessly.
I'm with you there. The part of the game is to have fun. If you want to be efficient, of course, be efficient. But there's every faction now, except Separatists and Tuskens and a couple others. Pretty much every faction is at least decent. There's a decent thing for every faction almost.
Sure.
The few key exceptions. Of course, if you want to be the best of the best, you got to be 100% efficient, but you could still have fun and still do well in the game because now everything, the game is beyond Arena. Arena is not the only sole point for the game anymore.
100%.
Yeah, like people, I saw a few comments in other videos about how I'm stupid for doing the Empire thing, but I'm kicking butt in Darkside territory battles. I never lose a battle because I have a full Empire roster, so I can blow through everything. It's decent for the Sith raids and stuff like that, so the game is about having a nice big roster that's meaty. You got a lot of meat in there with Gear 12s and stuff. So there's a lot of ways to be good in the game. There's not one method of winning, I think, now. So that's where the game stands right now.
Somebody mentioned in the chat they keep thinking the big M behind me is from the original Game Boy. I don't think you can see it right now, but this is a W flag, and it's for the Chicago Cubs. Whenever the Cubs win a game, they fly the W flag. So it's not an M.
That's funny.
It's a W.
That's actually funny. In Chicago, you'd be offending a lot of people.
Part of letting my fandom hang.
Yeah. So I'm just going to read a few comments before we take off. It's Dodger says, yeah, I'm trying to build a decent Scoundrel team, even though it's tough. Yeah, Scoundrels, they're decent. They're not the greatest thing, but you can make things work, and they're great for Sith Raid and Darkside territory battles. Did you check on Twitter to see if this guy's tweet came in? Because I couldn't find anything. I'll look it up real quick. I get too many tweets, so I might not be able to find it. So hopefully you don't get mad.
It's easy to get lost.
I'm behind on 150 notifications. It looks like, and I don't know if I'll find yours.
Come on, dude, get good.
Oh, here it is. Brendan.
Somebody to look through your tweets.
Brendan Calloway says W is for Wumbo. That's what it is. Wumbo from SpongeBob. Oh my goodness. I don't know. Is there anything else to talk about? I think that's pretty much it for today. We talked about a lot of stuff. We showed a lot of stuff. Had some good laughs. But I think that should wrap up the show. Unless there's something else you want to talk about.
I mean, if you guys want to come check out some test account requests, I'll be doing that Saturday morning at let's see, it's going to be 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Okay.
And so come check that out. I don't know when your next one is, but
I don't know. I usually give like a 6-hour heads up. I usually schedule it so people see it, so I don't really know. But maybe Friday night. We'll see.
Our schedules are so hectic. I'm trying to kind of the standard I'm setting is every Saturday. I'll do a live stream every Saturday. I don't know when, but I'm gonna try to do it.
Yeah, usually like last night, I went to bed at 3 o'clock. Right before bed, I was like, you know what? I can do a live stream at 11 o'clock, and so I just scheduled it on YouTube, and I was like, I'll be there. So I don't know.
You know what? You know what question we need to close on, because I think this is actually a very valuable
what do we got?
Question.
What do we got?
G12 is Game of Hacks Volume 3.
Actually, there's already been a Game of Hacks Volume 3. We're waiting for Game of Hacks Volume 4. That's what we're waiting for. Yeah.
Come on.
We were supposed to record it at Mobile Gamer's house.
You never got to it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So maybe Mobile Gamer and I, we're kind of behind in it, but we're thinking about doing a spin on it. Maybe not Galaxy of Heroes related, but some other stupid game. But it's a work in progress right now. What was the question you want to end on? Was that the question?
That's the question.
Oh, that's the question.
So Game of Hacks that's one of my favorite series.
Yeah, man. That's so soon TM. That's what I'm gonna say for now. I've been saying that since January.
In true CG fashion.
Man, that's funny. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. It's been a very awesome stream. We were consistently like 100, 800, 900 people during the stream. So thank you so much for spending your evening with us. This will be live. YouTube takes forever to process these streams for some reason. So if you want to come back and check it out, please feel free to do so. But any last words before you want to take off, my friend?
Farm Jedi.
I think we're onto something of Jedi. I mean, no Jedi rework, but I think something down the road will make them a bit more prevalent. But they're fun at least nonetheless. You can make them work with Grandmaster Yoda. All right, guys, take it easy. Thank you so much for coming out. We'll talk to you very soon. See you later, alligators.
Have a good one, guys.